I just found out about this. I didn't know this was a thing before. There is a quest in Red Dead Redemption 2 that leads to basically an achievement, which only like 0.2% of people who have played Red Dead actually have. It's very, very rare. And apparently it's because to get it, you have to get the following. Okay, you have to complete a handful of hunting requests, including getting all, I think it's 19 perfect hunting carcasses. So you have to get a perfect squirrel carcass, perfect rabbit, perfect cardinal, perfect rat, perfect woodpecker, perfect chipmunk, perfect oriole, perfect robin, perfect opossum, perfect sparrow, perfect songbird, toad, bullfrog, skunk, cedar, waxwing, bat, blue jay, crow. And again, these have to be perfect. These have to be perfect carcasses. You can't just get a 2-star. We got to get the 3-star magnifique. Okay. And I mean, you can see like the sheer level of effort that goes into this. This guide just taking you straight to the locations and showing you like the perfect shot to get it is 40 minutes long. Okay. Now what you get after this is a squirrel statue. And I think this is when it's described.
Hello, Mrs. Hobbs.
All the taxidermy.
Dearie. Hello.
Yeah, you said to come call on you? My name's John Marston. I've been sending you the animals for your art. I guess you make clothes or something?
Clothes? Oh, no, I don't make clothes, dearie. Come.
What do you make?
I make art, dearie.
Art?
Not art, but life. Life as art. Come meet my friends. Come. It's downstairs. Come meet the world you helped build.
This is...
Sword fighting raccoons.
This is quite something.
It's my life work, dearie. An almighty struggle. I love this little fella. He makes me so happy. There's so much life in him, in a way. And look at these three playing poker.
The boxers in the back.
They'll never know who wins because they're all dead. Only it doesn't look like it. Sometimes I make up little funny voices, and I make believe that they're all talking to one another. I call this guy Percival. I don't know why. And these two over here, oh, they're prize fighters. Obviously, there isn't any prize because they're both dead.
She just keeps going back to that.
I tried this with humans once during a cholera outbreak.
What?
No. Animals are better. Their fur is so nice and...
Just toss that out there.
Yeah. I don't quite know what to say.
Oh, I often get that reaction.
I'm sure.
Oh, here.
Sure.
Please take this as a gift.
Look at the gift.
Because after all, we did this together.
It's a mini squirrel.
You and I are both like God now, in a way.
Thanks. I should get going.
Yeah, well, maybe when you die, somebody will stuff you. And maybe heaven is just like this. Did you ever think of that, dearie?
No, I never did. Be well.
Hi.
The crazy old lady right there. And then you just have that. Now you get to take this home. Squirrel statue. The second part of the mission will only be available after completing the main story of Red Dead 2. Yep. So like this is a pretty elaborate thing, okay? Now I have played a lot of Red Dead. I haven't done this because the 19 hunting trials and everything. Like my general rule of thumb is once a game starts to feel grindy and like I'm feeling like I don't know if I'm really having fun anymore. I'm just kind of going through the motions. Once I reach that point, I usually stop. You know, like in Spider-Man, I got to the end and then it was like, yeah, go around collecting backpacks and stuff. And like fighting the random crime that pops up that all is the same crime. After like half an hour to an hour of doing it, I started to be like, okay, same old, same old. And the moment I start to feel negative, I just turn it off. Because if I really enjoy Spider-Man, I don't want it to be tainted with a bad grind at the end of it. I love Red Dead 2, so once it starts to feel like I'm just grinding achievements, I'll stop because I don't want to taint my very positive perception, you know? So I had never seen any of this until just the other day. Somehow I had missed all of this. I guess because I'm not really in completionist circles, but yeah, somehow I had just completely missed it. This is the second phase. Your nice little homestead.
What is that?
It's art.
It's art.
Oh, that's what they call it.
She does not like it. So you leave. After placing it atop the fireplace, leave the ranch, set up your campfire, sleep and wait 24 hours. The statue will disappear. And you have to find it multiple times. So what this is you keep putting it back on the mantle and then she keeps throwing it away because she hates it so fiercely. So every time you bring it back in, like, oh, where is it? It's gone. And she moved it to the chest. So it starts to get more and more passive aggressive as time goes on. Like she starts getting more and more, I am sick of this thing. It is a beautiful house. Put it back up. Straighten the cap. Love it. All better. Go about your business. Oh no, it's gone again. It's hidden up the chimney. Oh, it's gone again. It's in a chest in the attic. Okay. It's in a wheelbarrow in the sheep pen. She's really trying to get rid of it. Oh, now it's in the barn. And then the final time on top of Mount Sean. I can only imagine how somebody would have solved this the first time. Like the first person to get this achievement without guides or anything. And then you get the trophy. It's art. That's how elaborate it is. Not just 19 like perfect pelts, which you're right. You have to go and you've got to like upgrade your satchel. Otherwise the pelts deteriorate. Like you deal with all sorts of crap But you have to do that 19 times. I think is the count. It's an ungodly number of times. And then you've got to go speak to the lady. You get the squirrel, you put it there. And assuming you're not using a guide, you have to think, oh, I'm going to go back. Look at my squirrel on the mantle. Oh, it's gone. That's weird. You probably initially think it's just a bug. Didn't spawn. Or maybe it just despawns after it's put up there. Whatever. Move on. But if you go and you look at it, oh, I checked this chest in the room. Looks like somebody's hiding it. Maybe Abigail's hiding it. Maybe that's what's happening. And so then you just start searching for it. I don't know how you'd find it on top of the mountain other than just giving up and then finding it by happenstance. But man, even with these guides, it's still extremely rare as an achievement. The last number I saw was like 0.2% of players, depending on which platform you look at. It's crazy. After the 6th time, does it get to stay on the mantle? Let's see. I don't actually know. I guess. After that, I would give up. I'd give up. This is from GTA series videos. I'm going to share the link in the chat real quick so you guys can check it out in case you want to go hunt for that achievement yourself. And show GTA series videos some love. That's crazy though. That's madness. So I had never seen that before, but it's awesome. As for like, let's see, Proto, do you think sometimes developers themselves solve these puzzles and put them out there anonymously after the community hasn't figured it out for a long time? Yeah, I do think that is how it works. I remember reading something, I don't remember what the game was, but it was on a game that came out in like the early 2000s. And one of the devs was giving an interview just talking about it. He was like, yeah, and we put this one thing in the game. I don't know if anybody ever found it. I guess I could check, but I remember we put this thing in this place, and in order to find it, you had to do this, this, and this. And then somebody checked it. It had never been discovered. And they found it and was like, oh, God. He took my thing.